Hi YouTube, I just wanted to put together a quick video. So somebody said something about me on another video, and I just wanted to kind of clarify something here. I do not give investment advice. I was accused of giving out investment advice. That is simply not what I do, okay? You would be better off getting diet advice from Chris Christie than you would getting investment advice from me. I have no problem saying that. And that's not what the point of my channel is. That's not what I'm trying to do. If you were to ask me, what is it that you're trying to accomplish? Mission number one was to create a place that's basically friendly for silver and gold investors, platinum and palladium investors, to kind of hang out and discuss something that they all enjoy, try to get the most out of it, and stuff like that. Kind of like a place that's free of a lot of the animosity that you see at other places. Okay, and I'm pretty happy with what I've seen so far. I really am. If you were to say, well, what else? Well, I'd like to in some way think that for some of you, I'm able to create kind of a motivational atmosphere. Okay, I'm going way short of saying anything like motivational speaker or anything like that, because I don't believe that I have that skill set. Okay, but what I try to do is show you that we're all faced with the same issues, all in the same boat, right? We've said that before. And it can be done. All these obstacles that are being put in our way, we can do this. I choose to invest in silver. I feel like most of you are here because you have looked into it and you've decided to buy silver as well, and then you stumbled onto my channel. If you are buying silver because you think that I am telling you to buy silver, then you're really buying it for the wrong reasons. Okay? That's just not what I'm trying to do here. Again, understand that you're talking to somebody that has been washed out of the stock market a couple times in his life. Okay, I am in no position to give out investment advice, and I have never said that I was. That is not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to basically navigate what I feel like is a tricky landscape, and I feel like we're all kind of in that same boat. We're all facing the same obstacles. Okay, and like I said, I wanted to create something that was a little bit different from what I had seen on YouTube. Okay, and from that perspective, I'm happy with what we're doing here. And I feel like everybody's, you know, I don't want to say you're doing better because of your association with this community. That's saying a lot. But you know what? I think that some of you are. And I think that when the end of this year comes around, I think when we reflect back on it, when we look at all the challenges that we were faced with to start the year, I think that you're going to say, you know what? I was really able to kind of put my nose to the grindstone here. I have less debt. I have a bigger stack, and I'm better off. Despite all of that stuff that's going on out there, I'm better off this year. That's my goal. That's not investment advice. Be very careful about who you take investment advice from. Okay? And that includes me. Again, if you think that you're getting investment advice from me, you're not. You're not. You know, most fund managers don't even beat the S&P 500. These are the best of the best. Fidelity Investments selected this person to run their mutual fund, and they can't even beat the S&P 500. There's a lot of one-trick ponies out there. Paulson is a great hedge fund example. Made a big bet against housing. And he's basically been the rock star of the hedge fund community ever since. But you know what? His message kind of stayed the same, and he's had his head handed to him. Okay, be careful when you're expecting the blind pig to find another acorn. Also, a lot of people benefit from selling you a product more than they do from their actual investment calls. They're not making a living from their investments necessarily. They're making a living from selling you something. Okay? Be very careful who you take investment advice from. I basically laid it all out in my first video on what I wanted to do. I wanted to document a journey to me reaching my goal of 3,000 ounces of silver and 50 ounces of gold, which seemed absurd to me at the time to even say it. With my income level, and I literally put a 20-year time horizon on it, and I'm way ahead of schedule. I'm finding there's little nooks and crannies, little ways to navigate this and make a little extra money, whether it's credit card sign-up bonuses, whether it's looking for a generic round that will do really well down the road. Okay? Yeah, I'm getting a lot of heat. You know what? We all bought these for about 21 bucks. Guess what they're selling for on eBay? $36. If you want to take a profit right now, there it is. In 1 month. You know, the further you get, with silver, I've just looked at the secondary market really closely on a lot of these issues. And I've simply noticed that the premiums slowly drift up on a lot of these. Not all of them. Okay? And the further you get from spot price, the more uncomfortable I feel. Because I feel like no matter what, at least you have the underlying metal as a protection. But the delta between the spot price of silver, or the premium basically, right? The delta, whatever. The delta between the price of silver and the actual price of the item, the further you go from the spot price, the more risk you're taking on. You know, people will ask me about, really expensive modern numismatic coins. And I feel very uncomfortable kind of even responding to it, to be honest with you, because I'm not comfortable paying $100 for an ounce of silver on a modern release just because it's beautiful. Yeah, it could be a home run. It could be tomorrow, 3 years from now, it could be an $800 coin. It could also be a $70 coin with silver performing well. So I don't even really address that because I don't know. I know that there are certain things that are just a no-brainer based on their track record from looking at the secondary market. That's what I do. I try to use all this stuff to grow my stack, to meet my goal, and to do it in a way that makes sense to me. And I'm really glad that some of you are kind of have chosen to come along for the ride, but it's not investment advice. Okay? Eric SP0F, I'm not sure if he wants to be Eric Spofford or how exactly he thinks his YouTube name should be. Just put a video out where he basically was able to get a boat for free. Okay, somebody had like a kind of a junk boat, and he was able to flip it and get some free ounces of silver for it. Okay, that is just fantastic, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's not investment advice. It's basically asking you to kind of keep your head on a swivel and look around for opportunities, because there's a lot of us that don't really have the means that a lot of the wealthier people do. And we're just trying to start from ground zero and build something up. And it's hard. Okay, it's not easy to start from zero. It's not easy. But we're doing it, and we'll continue to do it. A lot of it is just kind of keeping your eye on the prize and doing what you got to do. And yes, churning some of your stack. Taking advantage of price moves and specific offerings, and then buying more ounces with it. That's not investment advice. Okay, sometimes I feel like I'm drowning in a sea of stupidity when I go to other channels and see some of the accusations that are being levied against us. It's irritating. Somebody thought we were buying these because we actually thought zombies were coming. Can you just think about that for a second? I will strongly resist the urge to go on a profanity-laden tirade here, because I'm pretty angry about the whole thing, to be honest with you. It's ridiculous. Now silver stackers are being accused of thinking that zombies are coming. So we bought into the hype of a zombie apocalypse. I can't even tell you how moronic that is. I can't even tell you. So, now I'm in ramble territory. That's it, guys. Look, again, I'm not giving out investment advice. I never said that I was. This isn't some big ego stroke where I think that, I'm now qualified to do that.